Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Alex, and in today's video we're going to talk about why sugar is the worst of all addictions. And the reason is that it's making you feel this feeling of addiction, and then you keep thinking that it might be something else other than sugar. So if you are a smoker, if you drink alcohol, if you have any other addictions, basically the sugar signal is gonna confuse you and you're gonna think it's any of those. So for example, when I used to smoke and when I used to drink and when I used to, well, I never used drugs, but basically I used to eat sugar. And the first thing that I stopped, and that was maybe for me, I like maybe one of the most difficult things I did was I stopped eating sugar and carbohydrates in general. And the thing is that when I stopped that, everything else kind of like started clearing up slowly. So within a year, I stopped with all of my bad habits and all of my addictions. I mean, there was always a reason for it, but it was much easier because basically you don't have this urge to do something, urge to take something in, because that's what this signal makes you feel and makes you think. So you think it's something, but actually it's just little bacteria in your in your gut, and they just want you to take sugar and to, well, carbohydrates, and to eat and eat and eat so they can feed. And basically this is what the signal is saying. So I've been on the carnivore diet for 3 years now almost, and on this path, like the first year I stopped with everything, and then later on, I started experimenting. I started experimenting with carbohydrates, with different kind of carbohydrates, with like eating them like in different quantities, and like I wanted to check what's going on. And as soon as I start eating carbohydrates, like within 2 weeks, my like desire to smoke comes back. Isn't that crazy? Like and then I was thinking, like, is this insane? Is this like the trigger? And actually the trigger is that the feeling, and you have this feeling. So for example, if I'm eating carbohydrates, I will in a week or in 2 weeks hang out with a friend who's smoking, and I would just be thinking about the cigarette. But actually I just need carbohydrates. I want to eat them because my bacteria in my gut lining is hungry for it. So yeah, this is one big mystery. So when you get rid of this, everything else starts getting rid of. Like you start getting rid of everything else, and also you get rid of anxiety and depression and any of these unwanted feelings that you keep having, because your glucose, your blood glucose is regulated, your insulin is regulated, your brain health starts working, your brain starts working in a healthy way. It becomes much healthier. Your microbiome, your gut lining, your everything starts getting healthier. Your hormones become regulated, and then you just think straight. You just start thinking straight. And yeah, I mean, I did need help with smoking and with alcohol, but actually alcohol not that much, because I stopped drinking as often as I used to when I started the diet, and I would occasionally get this like gin and tonic, or actually gin and like sparkling water, and I would occasionally drink vodka or whiskey even sometimes, because that's like clear spirits and you can occasionally drink it. on the carnivore diet, it doesn't affect the insulin that much. But the thing is, I realized it's just making me like a weepy person. So I wouldn't drink for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then I would like take one gin with soda, and the next day I would be crying. I wouldn't even get drunk, or I wouldn't even have a hangover. It's just, I would just be unstable. So then I figured it just messed up, like it would mess up everything that I work so hard for to maintain my mental health. So I just stopped drinking. And when it comes to smoking, it was very challenging, but I did read a book by Alan Carr called Easy Way to Stop Smoking. And I didn't even finish the book, and then I just stopped smoking while I was reading it. But I did want to. I wanted to stop. So that was still like the last addiction, the last thing that I had to tackle. Yeah, but I'm not enslaved by any of the addictions. I don't have to go to the store in the middle of the night to buy something sweet, or I don't have to shake because like I'm not sure if I'm gonna have where to buy cigarettes, or I don't reach for the bottle when I feel down or tired, or just I want to relax. Yeah, I mean, it's all different phases of addiction, and I don't have any of those, thank God. So yeah, I mean, you can fix it too, and the way is to just start understanding the signals from your body. So when you start feeling this urge to do something, to eat something, to smoke, to drink, to use anything else, any drugs, or or weed or whatever, I mean, it's just basically it's like mixed up signals in your body. Usually it's sugar that you're craving, carbohydrates, and the bacteria in your body are going hungry, but not the good ones, the bad bacteria. And then you just start reaching for things, and that's it. And every time now, since I've been clean off of sugar, every time I experiment with it, it just goes that way. Like I start being open to drinking. I start thinking about cigarettes. I start fearing that I have this addiction again, that it's coming back. And then, yeah, it's just not that. It's just the sugars. Okay, lots of love from me to you, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye. God bless.